In the air, left side, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Queens, and on the mound for Texas in this one, Mackenzie Gore. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
On the outside corner, that's strike 1. And that one fouled off. Payoff pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Juan Soto now. Swinging a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. He sends one out the opposite way. And the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0. 1 down. Here's the third baseman, Bo Bichette. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Stays alive. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. A switch hitter batting right.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. Just missed. Swing and a miss. Now 2-1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
And that's down, a base hit. So Luis Robert now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera. That one's upstairs, ball 1. In the dirt. And foul ball. This one in the air, right field. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Polanco coming around third. He will score, and they lead by 2. So runner at second, 2 down. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. What a stop. Over to first. What a play. Inning over.
Ain't no stress. We relax.
Back here at Citi Field. Top of the 2nd. Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a miss.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Here's Josh Young. And it's fouled away. Swings through the sweeper. That one hit to right. Bench in position. And there's 2 away. Danny Jansen to hit here. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for New York, Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
That one missed. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Here's the rookie right fielder, Carson Bench.
Carson Bench.
Strike 1.
Swing and a miss at a slider. This one in the air, center field. Carter settles underneath it. 2 away. And the batter now, Francisco Alvarez.
Ball 1.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Ball 2.
That
Ball
misses
3.
the zone. 3-1 now. Knee high. That's in for a strike. Struck him out looking. Back here in Queens, on to the 3rd inning. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. Left field. Dives and makes the catch. Here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Wow, that's not even close to the zone.
This one in the air, center field. Robert moving under it, and there's 2 down. Now it's going to be Evan Carter.
Evan Carter.
Fouled off left side. Two down, nobody on. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here at Citi Field. Set for the bottom of the third. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. And that one hammered way back there. You can kiss it goodbye. A solo shot. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. Here's Juan Soto. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's got a chance. In the air to make the catch.
For the Mets, third baseman,
Bo Bichette up to the dish. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Here's a 1-1.
Oh!
That's down and in. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Up next for the Mets.
So up next for New York, Jorge Polanco. 1-for-1 with a single and a run scored so far. Not close with that one. Ball one. This is again 5 in a row.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but
Nope,
don't
that's
trust
off
that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Here's a 3-0. Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Nimmo on his way over. And there's 2 down. Luis Robert now. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Up and in, and it's 1-0. Swings through that.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action. Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Luis Robert hits one out. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 5-0. So 2 down. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. And delivers outside.
Ball, low.
That one misses. Ball 3. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the third and final game of the series. And there's ball 4.
Up next for the Mets.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Flied to right his first time. And now time is called as there's a visit to the mound. Just talking things over, nobody getting loose out in the pen, so a little consultation. That's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. All set for the start of the inning, and now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Wyatt Langford.
Well, these Rangers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Rangers.
Seager stands in now. Struck out swinging his first time.
Whoa.
2-0 count,
that's a ball.
great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
In the air to left center, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Soto takes it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Fly to left his first time. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Hit in the air, center field. Robert under this one. And that is that. Bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for New York, Carson Benj.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of...
Now this down the right field line, fair ball, should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double. Runner in... One position, no outs. Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit.
Nope, that's low. That's out the corner.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's towards center. Carter under it. And there's one down. Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Oh! Nope, outside.
Runner at second here, one gone. Hit in the air out to center field. Carter settles underneath it. Brings it in. That's out number 2. And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game.
Hey!
Man at second.
Nope, ball one. No, that's a ball.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball left field. That is the inning. Back here in Queens, we go to the top of the 5th. Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers.
Well, these Rangers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
That one the other way. That's a hit. Around first and hustling for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Up next for the Rangers.
So a man aboard. Now the third baseman, Josh Young, flied to right his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. Yo one.
Ball one.
On the ground to the left.
Nope,
And
bravo.
that's just foul. Next pitch is inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Up next for the Rangers, the designated
One out
hitter,
man at
Danny
first.
Jansen.
Danny Jansen digs in now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. In the dirt. Swing and a foul out of play. High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Rangers,
Josh Smith will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Popped up. Bichette settles under it. And that is that. Back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets.
Now pitching for Texas,
Luis Curvelo on to pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it. Well, these
That's a ball.
Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Jorge Polanco, the next to hit, 1 for 2. Late with the swing there. And that drops in for a strike. Outside, ball 1. In the air to left center. Langford on the move to the alley. And there's 2 away. So here's Robert now.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Brett Beatty, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And another ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
And that's outside. And now 3-0. In there at the knees. So a walk puts runners at first and second. First and second, 2 outs. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground to third. To second, but he beats the throw. Save. Carson Bench up now for the Mets.
Right fielder, Carson Bench.
Smoked on the ground to second. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Kyle Higgins. Chioka. Tobias Myers takes over on the mound.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Up next for the Rangers, Evan Carter. And that's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Bench takes it in for the out. 2 down. Here comes Corey Seager. The Mets leading by 5, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Popped up. Lindor settles under this one, and that'll do it. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Lindor in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Langford flying after this one. Dives and it gets by. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Ball, hot.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 8-0. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Right side, Smith. Slinging it to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Luis Robert Jr.
0-1. Ball inside.
That one outside. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's the automatic. And that's ball 4. So a man at first. Now it's the DH, Brett Beatty. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And a base hit into right center field. Robert on his way around third. The relay to the plate. He'll score. It's 9-0.
High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there.
Swinging a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Marcus Semien goes deep. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add to their lead. It's 11-0.
Say too much now. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I ain't trying to do too much.